big showdown at Albert Square as Masood's suspicions that Jane has cheated on him with Ian Beale come to a head. I'll just finish my sentence, is that right? So was I boring you then?
Oh, this is awkward.
Will life ever be the same for Wolford's favourite postman?
What?
Sorry.
What did you and her talk about before she left?
Nothing.
Shh, Mum. I've been going through it all in my head, and I understand she's upset. I understand her needing to take Bobby away, but dumping me? And then at 4 a.m, it occurs to me, of course, Ian, it has something to do with her and Ian, doesn't it? Shamnam, don't you dare lie to me! I need to know the truth. It's to do with her and Ian, isn't it? Has she slept with him? That's all I need to know.
Nitin is here right now, and at the end of what was probably the best introduction you've ever had. Thought we'd come into a show.
Sorry.
So it's OK. It's nicely thought over dialogue-wise.
Exactly.
He's finally cottoned on, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Just got it.
Yeah. And I think in the midst of this big storyline that they've been working on with the death of Lucy Beale, the murder of Lucy Beale, the accident, we don't know. None of us know, in fact. In the wake of all of that, there's so many ripple effects going on, and one of them is obviously Masood, who is losing the woman he loves.
And she finished with him over the phone.
Over the phone? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a text.
No,
but
that's
it was
true.
Yeah. She finished with him for her ex, as did Carol.
This is the
finished with Masood for her ex.
Third time?
As did Zainab finish with Masood.
Yeah.
So we're beginning to see a pattern here, right? But yeah, and it's but you know, Jane and Masood have had this ongoing love story which was based on butterflies. Remember butterflies? Yeah, a long time ago, where two
Jenny
people really.
Craig?
That's right. Yeah, and two people wanting to be together that can't. Wendy Craig. Yeah, which was great.
It was a long time ago.
But what's interesting this time is it's his reaction to it, because he's a very different man to the man that we initially met. Because the way he responds to this, the way he goes and confronts Ian head-on, particularly when we all know what's going on in his life at the moment as well. I mean, he goes in very, very strong, doesn't he?
Yeah, it took us all bit by surprise when we read the script and went, woof, that's a little bit strong, given that the man's just lost his daughter. But you know what? I think soaps stay alive if you keep the characters evolving. You know, Masood I had a lovely time playing this darker side of Masood, which was very well received. And if characters become predictable, they become stagnant, and they don't change, they don't evolve.
We've got part of that moment on tape here. Here you go.
Wait, I need to speak to you.
Not now, Masood, please.
I know, all right? What? Anyone will think you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about.
Now's not a good time.
I know how I'm supposed to react, Ian. Ian's lost his daughter, he's all over the place. So what if he's just bedded your girlfriend?
Please.
Oh, to hell with it, Ian. To hell with it. I don't care how vulnerable you were or how much comforting you needed. Your daughter is barely cold on the slab and you're in bed with Jane.
You see, now that is not what we expect from him.
It's
we
really
got
not.
used to him being a nice guy.
Yeah. No, it's lovely to play. It makes me work harder. It makes me get interested in the character again, and I think that's very, very important in long-running serials. If you lose interest in your character.
And seeing that side to him there, that facet, does that mean that continues, or does he go back to?
I don't know.
Yes, you do, because you've done it.
I've done this scene, but I don't know what.
Don't you try and?
I don't know. You know what? He's had a shave. I think Shabnam trimmed his beard, and he was back to nice Masood again. So it depends. If you see any stubble growing.
Oh, then you know.
Then
Trouble's afoot.
if I read in a script where Masood is unshaven, he might get a little bit darker. But as soon as his Shabnam gets the beard trimmer out, we'll go back to nice chirpy postman.
But life has made him like this, and also you've made him like this, because am I right in thinking that you played quite a big hand in the way that the way he was, the way that he has now become, that you wanted to explore that side?
I did suggest this a year and a half ago, and I'd said, you know, that would be a nice path to take him down, simply because he's earned the audience's love. I think, from what I understand, the audiences really like this guy. He's got an everyman quality about him. He's a decent, intelligent man. But everyone's got a dark side to them. It's a human thing, and we're dealing with interesting characters. And so I suggested we can take him down certain paths if you've got an emotional truth behind it. If you've got an emotional foundation,
Well,
which is him losing his family. Yeah, exactly.
You would,
exactly.
You? I mean,
and that that can drive a character really well.
It's interesting that no matter how long he's there and how much he is within the nation's hearts, Dot still can't get his name right.
Yeah. This is how I met June Brown. When I first met June, we were. I think it was a week into that work, and she said, I'm June Brown," and I went, "I'm Nitin," and she said, "So you're playing the character Masood?" And I said, "Yes," and she goes, "So how do you pronounce that?" And I thought, is anyone watching? Is anyone filming this? And I said, "Masood," and she went, "Oh, I'll never get that right. I'll call you Masmood." And that was it. And then she came up with the name Masmood, and it stuck.
And we should also say congratulations, because you're nominated for a soap award.
I am. I don't think I've made the shortlist. I'm not sure. I don't think I made the shortlist.
OK, because I think there's some voting lines open at the moment. I think we had Sharon in, so I think
I think I'm nominated. I was in the long list. I'm not sure if I'm in the short list.
So
we'll find out.
Are you going to come to the big night?
Of course, I wouldn't miss it. Yeah, no, we have a great night at the Soap Awards. We heckle you so much.
You do, yeah, and I love that.
You do tolerate it.
It's great because you look there, stand on stage, looking out at the entire soap world. It's quite a freaky experience.
I bet, terrifying.
And it's one of those shows you've got to do really, really quickly because you get bored quickly. They just get out, they just get up and go to the loo and come back.
They're a fickle, restless
Everyone
bunch.
wants it to be, let's get there, let's have a really great time, make a show that's 10 minutes and then we all go to the bar. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah.
But it's always a good night. Good luck, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good luck.
Lovely to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Right, coming up, we meet a